Hello. So, we are back with UBL VGC Season 10. Yeah. Sorry, completely out of it. Have not been with it for the last couple of days. We are playing Final Gambit on the SoCal Valiant. I think we played them last season. I'm like 90% sure we did. So, yeah, we get a rematch here. I believe we won last season. I don't remember exactly what happened. I can try and find the thingy while I go over their teams. So they have Heatran, Sneasler, Torn Incarnate, not Torn Incarnate, Torn Therian, Regidrago, Zoroark-Hisui, Lilligant, which can Terra, Uxie, Articuno, that can Terra, Snova, Hisui and Sliggoo Terra, and Growlithe Hisui, which can Terra. We did go against them last season. And they brought Lumineon, I remember. That was what happened. They brought Lumineon. Did they? I think they brought Lumineon Bronzor against me. No joke. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So, because they were trying to beat Bundle, but they brought Lumineon. It was like Terra Fire Lumineon, though. But yeah, for this one, I gave it thought for enough time where I came up with a lead, and then, like, this morning I made the rest of the team. So, yeah. Despite having like a week to think on this, I thought of a lead and I was like, alright, let's just see if we can put it together. And it seems to come out okay. I haven't actually done any testing because we're playing pretty early in the week. So I haven't had time to test, but like the theory sounds, so let's just see, shall we? The big things are like obviously Heatran's really annoying. Sneasler's really good fake out pressure. Torn's an amazing tailwind setter in my opinion. Regidrago could do a ton of damage. And a lot of these can be disguised as Hisui and Zoroark as well. Uxie can be annoying. Articuno can be annoying depending on like what it does. Lilligant could be annoying. There's a lot of Pokemon which could be annoying. Is the gist of it. They've got some good bulk and they've also got some good offense. So, but the plan is to start with our second highest point Pokemon that we didn't even bring last week. We're going with Baxcalibur and we're leading with this bad boy. I've also finally decided to do some nicknames. They're all very memey, so yeah. Feel free to roast/judge them at will. But Bax is great. The thing is that, like, I noticed with their team, I was like, okay, yeah, so Ground looks pretty solid because it's the first two, and then what about the rest? And I was like, oh wait, Ice Ground kind of ruins their entire team. So that's why we're going with Bax. We've got enough speed to outspeed Regidrago, rest into attack and then bulk, with Ice Skull Crash, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Protect. Ice Shard is just nice because they have a few things that are a little bit faster than me. So if anything's hanging on by a sash or something along those lines, or if I just need to pick up a KO, Bax can do that. Having a bit of priority is actually quite nice here. I've got a few Pokemon with priority here, so I think it could be really nice. Chopper Berry is the item, because a lot of things actually won't KO Bax, like, without, like, a lot of pressure applied to it. Like, I don't think like a bulky Heatran, like one without a lot of attack investment, or special attack investment, I should say, won't actually take out Bax, because Bax has got pretty good bulk. Torn won't be able to really take it out. Regidrago can, but Regidrago's got to get through a lot of barriers first to even get a chance to touch the thing. And other than that, they don't really have a lot of great ways to take it out, other than the one I avoided talking about, which is Sneasler. Which is why I've gone with the Chopper Berry. Because if we can live, then, you know, that's great. Like, if they if they've got a way of, like, unburdening the Sneasler somehow that I'm not thinking of, then, like, maybe they do something insane, like they go, like, Ice Shard Articuno into their Sneasler to break, like, a balloon, and then go for the close combat. Like, that's something, I guess. But we got the Chopper, so we'll be fine. So, and I guess similar to last week, we'll talk about the planned lead anyway. This one's definitely a bit more flexible because I plan on you know, if this doesn't work, then, you know, we'll see. But we're bringing Aleki. We're going to be leading our 2 highest point Pokemon and just saying go for it, see what you can do. So we're going with Air Balloon Aleki because we're going to be pairing this with Baxcalibur and we're going to be spamming Earthquake. So I want my Aleki to be immune to that. So we've got Electro Web, Thunderbolt, Eerie Impulse just to lower the special attack for some Pokemon. Like, if I can't get Regidrago for some reason, then, you know, I can lower his special attack. Same with Heatran. Like, if those two are going to be threatening Bax, then we can lower his special attack and make it not as big of an issue. And then Protect. We are running 4 speed, because that's outspeeds Regidrago that's Scarfed. Which is why I say, like, Regidrago's got to go through a lot of hurdles. Because it's got to get past Electro Web if it's Scarfed, and if it's not Scarfed, then it's got to get past, you know, regardless, it's got to get past Bax. And Electro Web plus Ice Ball Crash should be getting the Drago, unless it's, like, really bulky. So, but then it'll have to go for, like, Draco to take me out, so, and then it's kind of done for the game. But if I think that's maybe too much of an issue, I can just Eerie Impulse it. It could be physical, I guess, but I'm not as worried about that. And then, as you can see, we haven't even got a lot of special attack investment. We've got modest 12. That was just because of a jump point. I noticed a jump point in Calcs where, like, getting 1 extra stat, got me, like, an extra, like, 4 damage minimum on, like, certain Pokemon. I think it was Hisui. It was either Hisui and Zoroark or Sneasler I was looking at. One of the two. And I just got, like, putting this 1 extra point in just got me, like, an extra, like, 4 damage for some reason. And I was like, well, yeah, I'll do that. So it meant I took out a bit of bulk, which means the 2 calcs that I was going for in bulk are now a 1 in 16 instead of guaranteed, which I believe are Banded Sneasler Close Combat and -2 Spec, -2 Draco from Regidrago. Those were the calcs I went for. That shows you how bulky Aleki really can be. Like, Adamant Banded, I think it was Adamant Band. I can't remember if it was Adamant Band or Jolly Band. But regardless, like, Aleki can take that hit. So, yeah. Aleki's amazing. And this is the plan lead. We're just going to lead these two. Mr. Steal Your Girl and our speed. Except there is no D anywhere because it's too much. It's too much speed that it flew off. So yeah. This is a planned lead, and then in the back is going to be kind of a combination of different Pokemon depending on what I think's best in what they bring. So, we're bringing Bronzong again, because a backdoor Trick Room seems like it could be really good, or even if I feel like Trick Room's good up front, then I can go with that in a different game. With Trick Room, Gyro Ball, protecting Stomping Tantrum, obviously for the Heatran, but it's also nice for Sneasler, even though Gyro Ball will be nuking Sneasler as well anyway. We're going more special defensive because of the, because, like, their team is generally more special. Like, the main physical attacker is Sneasler, which can't OHKO us. Like, I think I put in that defense investment, and then to make sure that I wasn't OHKO'd by Bandit's close combat, I believe, and then the rest went into Spadef. Because of things like Zoroark's Shadow Ball. With this Octa Berry, we can take Modest Heat Wave into Heat Wave from Heatran, which is really nice. Stomping Tantrum obviously will do a good chunk to Heatran. It doesn't KO it does like 60%. I think it does something along those lines as well to Sneasler, though I didn't check Gyro Ball because when I was doing the calc I was looking at Heavy Slam, but I changed it to Gyro Ball. So yeah, we'll see if Bronzong can do some work here. Obviously it was really great for us last time, but this time we are going for Levitate because if we do end up bringing it, we're probably going to be bringing it next to some Earthquake spammers, so probably best to, you know, be immune to that. So Next up, we got our Brute Bonnet, Shrooms But Mad. With Booster Energy Attack, and then Double Dark with Crunch and Sucker Punch, and then Stomping Tantrum, once again for the Heatran. There's no reason to run Grass here, like, they have 0 Grass Weak mons, like, the most they'll do is, like, Terra, Water, Articuno or something, so I'm just not going to worry about it. Double Dark's really nice, again, having a bit of priority is really nice here, especially on a slower Pokemon. We can do a good amount of damage. I believe Crunch will low-coat Hisui and Zoroark for sure, and I believe Stomping Tantrum with the Booster Energy, Booster Attack will actually take out Heatran with, I don't remember if it was No Bulk, I think it was probably No Bulk, but yeah, so just a ton of ground hits, and then anything else is just gonna, like, anything that isn't weak to ground, it's gonna take a good chunk from a Dark-type move, which is really, really nice, so... And otherwise, we only got a little bit of attack, because it just means we can put the rest into Spadef and, you know, take hits like Heat Wave from Heatran, Regidrago hits, Zoroark Hyper Voices, things like that. And obviously, if this thing's going to take a close combat, it's probably going to die anyway, so I may as well just, like, utilize this thing for its advantage of just being bulky, but also having the option to use Rage Powder, so... I didn't end up bringing this last week either, so, yeah. Next up, we got Dodon! We've got the Donphan, the absolute menace to society. It's currently the kill leader. Whoever thought they would ever see a Donphan as a kill leader, but here we are. So, we're running very similar set to last week, in which we've got the Terra Fairy with Play Rough. We've also got Earthquake, because again, we've got a lot of Earthquake kind of spam. We've got Rock Slides, they actually have a lot of rock weaknesses, because they've got, like, the double flying, notably, so if we can hit that thing for nice damage, that'd be grand, and then Protect with a Citrus Berry, just to make sure it's alive a little bit more. The only thing I was thinking was mainly, maybe going for Terra Flying, so I can Earthquake spam even more, but, I think that might be a bit overkill, so, we're just gonna go with, we go with the Terra Fairy, just so we have something else to hit things with. It means we can take out Regidrago a lot easier, and we have, like, a really strong stab that can go into Torn, which is great. So, but we're not, and instead of going for, like, I was thinking, like, maybe we do Terra Water, but if they bring Articuno, it's got Freeze Dry. And also they've got Lilligant, which can still just spam grass moves into us. So I was like, probably not, we'll just go with Terra Fairy, it's a nice defensive typing. Which switches up Donphan's weaknesses greatly. Like, the two types that you wouldn't normally use into a Donphan, one of them, especially because it's resisted in poison, suddenly, you know, now it would be a good idea to use. But, yeah. While Bronzong's spin speed, these two aren't, because in case I do want to use them with Alecu, we can, but, they're still slow enough, because, like, their slow Pokemon are, like, the NFEs and Snova, Growlithe and Sliggoo, whereas everything else is relatively fast. The fastest fully evolved / legendary Pokemon they've got, the slowest even, is Regidrago, so... Actually, no, it's Heatran, never mind, 77 speed, so it's gotta be, I think it's gotta be, like, Iron Ball to go into Trick Room, which is why I think, like, having a Trick Room option is really nice. So, last but not least, we got a Freaky Feroge Greninja, with Hydro Pump, Extra Sensory, Ice Beam, and Taunt. We've just got Max Speed, Max Special Attack. They've got a Taunt and a Sneasler, which I'd like to be faster than. And Extra Sensory hits both of those. Extra Sensory plus Ice Beam hits those two really nicely. We've got Taunt in case Yuxi specifically wants to be annoying, because I can see that being a nuisance. And then Hydro Pump will just nuke anything else. It will do really, really good damage to Heatran, and pretty much everything. They don't really have, like, a resist that isn't. They've got, like, Regidrago and Lilligant, realistically, and maybe Hisui and Sliggoo. But, yeah, one of the main things that Hisui and Sliggoo wants to do is, like, go for Shelter, which is basically Iron Defense. But we've actually got, like, at least a couple of, like, really good special attackers. Obviously, we've got a ton of physical attackers as well. But, they're also going to be putting on a lot of pressure, because most of them are going to be carrying a ground move. And if they end up going for more of a special like, if what's it called? Like, if it becomes an issue, obviously Aleki can deal with it. If it's, like, Terra Ground, then Greninja can deal with it. And obviously, Axe can as well, so. That's the team. I think we're not playing too long from now, so, yeah, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright. I think they're going to be sending the challenge momentarily. But the stuff in the thing in the... Listen, my brain's not really been working today, or like the last couple of days. That is no Sneasler, no Heatran. Alright, well, things are going to have to be a bit different then. Oh boy. Okay. So, obviously I had a plan going into this, but, I mean, back still looked good. I'll try my plan for game 1, but obviously EQ spam isn't nearly as good. I kind of like Backdoor Trick Room here. Yeah, let's go with Backdoor Trick Room. Okay. We're just gonna try and take out this Taunt, I think. If they protect, then that's good to know that they've got protect. Worst case is they power my backs, which is annoying, but I can set up Trick Room. And then it's not that big of an issue. Wish I had Volt Switch, but not the end of the world. Ow, I can't. Well, we get to take out the Taunt, which is nice. And they set up Trick Room. Well, I'm really glad I've got a backdoor Trick Room. Okay. Well, let's... I think I might be able to live, and then we're just going to go into Bronzong, I think. Yeah. Okay, well I don't live because they've got the thingy, but anyway, I've brought Trick Room. Anyway, I've bought a backdoor Trick Room. I can check the damage on that thingy versus Regidrago. Okay, it's not specs. 32%, so it's timid, or not timid necessarily, because like I don't know why they'd be minus speed, but yeah. I don't want to double the Drago. The Drago should die. I guess. Yeah, I get some chip here. And that does a fatty 0. Nothing comes in and takes this player off. And if they want to try and preserve, I'll take out whatever comes in. So it could be like Articuno coming in. Or Lilligant. Like, this Yuxi is not doing damage to me. Almost take it out. We do get to. Drago comes back in. So what I can do here is I can go for player off and then switch into backs. Nice, we get to take out the Drago. They get to find my Citrus Berry, but that's fine. Well, having a backdoor Trick Room was very much nice. So... very much a fan of that. Let's get the into the battle so people can watch. So... and I missed the Yuxi as well, but the Yuxi was going for Trick Room, so it didn't matter. And I just kind of ignored the Yuxi that game. They could mix up the lead. I'm always bringing Donphan Bronzong now, for sure. I'm always bringing Donphan Bronzong. I could go for Greninja. Like, Greninja's not bad. I don't think Ice Beam's going to take out the Torn, but... I think I'm fine just going with that lead again. Just go with the same 4 and see what happens. I want to see them adapt. Aight. Well, it does intimidate me. I suppose that is a thing that it can do. There's no way a Lecky doesn't. Oh, no, it might not kill. This thing can't Terror. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Electro Web and EQ. As long as I hit, very nice. Get the speed drop, and we get to EQ. Very nice. God bless you, Aleki. So that is an Articuno. Well, Bronzong that's really good into that. It didn't Terror, because I didn't let it last time, so... but I think the player just going for Electro Web and Icicle Crash into Articuno is fine. And either of these could Terror is the thing. Either of these could Terror, so... I guess I'm more afraid of Lilligant just because of sleep. Yeah, I guess I go for Lilligant. Plus that just protected, so... It's Terra Ice. I'm glad I went for Lilligant, then. Muy bueno. Misses. This is the Terra Ice Blizzard. And then Torn comes in. It didn't protect last time, so I'm going to assume it doesn't have Protect. And just go for the Torn. Beats the Wakan. Just don't miss backs. Thank you. Blizzard is going to take me out. And then, Ring Ring. This actually isn't going to do that much now. I guess I'll just Protect to make sure that Bronzong gets guaranteed damage in. Yeah. And then EQ should be enough. It's not enough, no! Well, Bax goes down, but Bronzong gets the kill. And, yeah, thank you having a backdoor trick room, because otherwise that game 1 would have been really awkward. But, hey, back to putting in some work. Which is very, very nice. Clean it up in 2. And of course, the Don put in work. So, yeah, really solid stuff. GG's to Final Gambit. They were going for Terror Blizzards, which is crazy. They missed a couple. I think one of them was on the bronze song, which didn't matter, but the one on backs obviously did matter a bit. I had Don Fan in the back, which would have terrored. I've got Sturdy as well, so yeah. Feeling pretty good about that one. That one was just a versatile team as well. That was just super nice. I'm surprised no Sneasler, no Heatran, but I guess if they think I'll over-prep for them, then bring the other stuff. And the Drago in Trick Room was definitely interesting, but I brought Terra Fairy just because I thought it was pretty solid, and because I wasn't bringing an actual Fairy type in my Florges, like, I thought having Terra Fairy somewhere against a Drago was probably a good idea, and it turned out to be, so not going to complain. Thank you very much for watching, I'll stop rambling, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.